In today's morning rounds, the physical and emotional challenges of a special pregnancy. A transgender man in Oregon gave birth to a baby boy. He shared his pregnancy on social media in the hopes of changing the stigma surrounding it. An estimated 1.4 million adults in the U.S. identify as transgender, but the government has no documented numbers on transgender men who have given birth. Mireya Villarreal spoke to the family about their journey.
We've got strawberry, tomato.
Baby Leo's life story starts in a familiar place. Feeding, burping, and soothing the 2-week-old already looks like a synchronized routine for his parents, Tristan Reese and Biff Chaplow.
Daddy's getting it. Daddy's getting it. They all have a match.
The couple's family started when they took in and later adopted Chaplow's 1-year-old niece and 3-year-old nephew.
That's the face of pure love.
Leo's birth offers another twist to the plot.
How did this work? I mean, you had transitioned. You were a male.
Reese was born a female but grew up identifying as a male. At 20 years old, he started taking testosterone. Transitioning through hormone therapy alone, he opted not to have surgery. Once the couple decided they wanted to have a baby, the next step was the easy one.
It's actually not that different than if a woman is on hormonal birth control and their cycle stops. So I stopped taking my hormones and eventually my cycle came back. About 5 months later, we got the positive pregnancy test.
When you're pregnant and you have this belly, did you ever kind of stop and look at yourself in the mirror and kind of go, whoa, you know? Or for that matter, did you get those looks on the sidewalks? Did people ask about it? Were they curious?
Men's bodies are not scrutinized in the ways that women's bodies are. So nobody really noticed that I was pregnant. It just kind of looked like I had a beer belly for a good chunk of the time.
People thought you were fat.
Yeah.
I'm okay being trans. I think it's kind of awesome, actually. And I've never wanted my body to be different.
Reese and Chaplow shared updates throughout the pregnancy on social media, using the platform to address misconceptions about transgender people.
We did take steps in those end months, like Tristan started working from home completely.
Right.
We just didn't go out as much to be cautious.
You do have to admit that what you have here is unconventional. So for those people who say this isn't a family, how do you respond to them?
We're not here for people who are at that place. If you are so blind to love and to respect and to the possibility that the world has to offer you, that you don't think that what is in this house is a family, there's no way I'm gonna reach you.
Reese and Chaplow know their story isn't everyone's, but it's someone's.
It's the teenagers that think they might be trans, or the gay men out there that feel ashamed of themselves. It's those sorts of people that we feel like we would like to reach.
There are so many different configurations of families, all of which are valid and full of love and respect and integrity and spit up.
For CBS This Morning, Mireya Villarreal, Portland, Oregon.
Reese is not the first transgender man to give birth, and in sharing his family story, he told Mireya he's not even the first in his circle of friends.
It's an amazing story.
It really is.
I love that line about because he was walking around as a man, no one even noticed he was pregnant. They just thought he had a beer belly.
The beer belly, that's right.
And sharing it on social media so that everybody can understand and learn a little bit more about it is great.